Hello, everybody, and welcome. I am the OGGO Greg Osmond. Thank you for joining me today. This is episode 42, World of Outlaws Dirt Racing. If you missed the last episode and click the I in the top right of the screen, go check that out. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you can follow along with the rest of this series. As always, check out the video description for our link tree link to all of our great channel supporters and sponsors. Make sure you support those who support us. Episode 42 here of World of Outlaws Dirt Racing. No repairs needed on the car. If you remember correctly, we did grab the level 5 tire upgrade prior to ending our last episode. Got two races on tap here today. The first one coming from Sugar Bush Motor Speedway, half-mile track in Tennessee. 40 laps is the distance, $11,000 to the winner. We are currently 5th in the point standings. 1884 to 1978, so roughly 90-ish, 85-90 points behind Heath Brewster. We have not gotten a regional win yet, so looking for that. Hopefully going to grab that here soon, start closing in on the points lead, because we only have 12 races remaining. Excuse me. 12 races remaining before the end of this regional season. So Sugar Bush Motor Speedway up next, like I said. Let's head to the track. All right, we're back in the pit area here after qualifying. Came home 13th, unable to get the sponsor bonus in qualifying, which is unfortunate because we beat our goal in practice, and the lap we ran in practice was better than the time we had to beat for qualifying. So what I'm going to do here for qualifying or heat race is make a small change to the rear end ratio. If you're interested in the setup, there it is. That's what I've got on the car right now. You can pause the video and take a look at that. Okay, time's up. All right, we're going to go ahead and save that. Heat race number 1, we're starting, I think it's in the 4th position. So usually top 5, top 4 transfer. So here we go.
Here's the first heat race of the night. Good luck to all the drivers.
All right, top 5 do transfer here. In heat race action, be 10 laps, maybe 8 because of the track size, but here we go. 10 laps is the distance. All right, we'll run through the middle of turns 1 and 2 here on this first lap. Got somebody looking to the inside of us. Patrick Barnes there on the inside. Ooh, we're gonna slide up through the entry of 3 and 4. Barnes looking to the inside once more at the line. We're going to hold on to the 4th position. We need to get down because I have this the car geared to run the bottom. Barnes using the body to try to get by. We're going to drop to the inside down the back straightaway. Look to the inside of Barnes through 3 and 4. And drag race down the front stretch. And we're going to have it at the line. Put us back into the 4th position. We are bouncing off the rev limiter, which is what it is, but Kylie Rollins now in front of us. See what kind of laps we can run here. I will probably drop that gear ratio back down just for safety standpoint, since the A main is a lot longer than a heat race, but trying to reel in Kylie Rollins here to grab a 3rd position. She's about a second ahead of us right now. Really use a good run here at Sugar Bush. Very weird name of the racetrack. 19074. I could have used that in qualifying. It would have put me much further ahead. But it is what it is. Car's handling beautifully. Barnes is about a second behind us at the moment. We are very, very slowly closing in on Kylie Rollins. She runs that top side. And as I say that, she pulls us by about 2/10 through turns 1 and 2. So we're going to need a mistake from Rollins in order to get by her. But we are in a transfer position right now. 4 laps remaining here in heat race action at Sugar Bush Motor Speedway. Brewster out to a commanding race lead at the moment. He is the points leader, so it's going to be imperative that we beat him come feature time. We're going to have our work cut out for us, though, because as of right now, we are slated to start 13th on the field in the A main. Trying to reel in Kylie Rollins, but not really able to make much progress as we proceed through the racing action here. Going to try and run top side, but that's the wall. I don't have the car geared to run the top side, so We're just going to have to stick it on the bottom. 2 to go. I don't want to give up a position to Barnes, even though he's about a second and a half behind us. I don't want to give one away. So, Rollins drops to the bottom here as we come to the white flag this time by. Do we have any damage on the car? Just a little tiny bit. Not really anything to worry about, but only change I'm going to make for the A main is drop that gear ratio back down. Go to that taller gear ratio, or lower number, taller gear. Yeah, so go to a taller gear ratio. Get a little more top speed out of the car, a little less acceleration. Should be able to eliminate hitting the rev limiter down the straightaway. So we're going to start 13th in the A main. Heath Brewster grabs race win. Riley Crimmins in second. They're going to transfer through to the qualified dash. Then Kyler Rollins, myself, Patrick Barnes to the A main. Everybody else to the B. All right, back in the pit area here. Going to go to our custom setup here and just drop that down to a 410. That is all I am going to do. Car's handling beautifully. Not going to mess with it. Starting 13th in the A main here. Let's go. All right, opening festivities out of the way. It is race time at Sugarbush. Cam Jurns starting 10th after a third place run in Heat 2. And then we got Adam Tiernan. He finished second in that dash. He's going to start second on the field. Robert Jackson starting shotgun on the field, 25th after finishing 5th in the B main. And there we are, fourth place run in Heat 1. We are starting in the 13th position. 40 laps, 4-0 is the distance. Green flag is out, and we are racing. Here we go. Sugarbush Motor Speedway. I like this track. It's big, sweeping, wide corners, but it's also flat, so it takes a little bit of finesse to get around Sugarbush Motor Speedway. Half mile is the distance of this racetrack, and we're going to look to the inside of Billy Green. Grab the 12th position on this initial circuit. Put us up to 12th, looking inside of Jurens now for 11th. We try to grab another one on Jeremy Cross, put us into the top 10. Ooh, big contact up in front of us. I'm assuming somebody's going to have some damage up there. I don't know who that was, but we're going to try to take advantage as quickly as we possibly. They are 3 and 4 wide in front of us down the front straightaway. Schneekloth next on the list. Ooh, I missed my entry there a little bit. We got to make sure we keep it hugged on that bottom. Schneekloth, like I said, is up next in the 9th position. We are running in the 10th, which is where our sponsor wants us to finish. Got to keep Bicknell Racing Products happy. So, got to stay in the top 10. Looking to the inside of Schneekloth. A little bit of contact there down the front straightaway. 37 to go, but we're going to grab the position. Going into turn number 1, Kylie Rollins next up in the 8th position. She ran pretty good in that heat race, but we've got something cooking right now in A main. Action started 13th, already up to the 9th position. Looking to the inside of Rollins. Crimmins is next on the list. We have 8th place at the line. Crimmins and Tiernan have very similar looking cars, very similar in color. Design very much different, but Crimmins next on the list, looking to grab 7th from them. Crimmins also looking to the inside of Tiernan. Crimmins gets the spot on Tiernan as we've got 5 laps complete, 35 to go here at the Bush. Sugarbush Motor Speedway. Got several positions right in front of us we could gain here. That is Mikey Thompson in the 05, that green and black car. He's now in the 7th position. We're going to look to the inside of him out of turn number 4. Give us that 7th position at the line. Tiernan running in the 6th position now. Going to try to get him here in the next few laps as Thompson tries to look to the outside out of turn number 2. He's there at the rear, but not able to make anything happen. We're going to enter turn number 3 a little higher, try to get a good exit off of corner number 4, and we've got a great run down the front straightaway. Going to try to start closing in on Adam Tiernan for the 6th position as he runs right behind Carson Vandentop for 5th, or in 5th. Tiernan drops to the bottom on Vandentop. We're going to slide up a little through the entry and middle of turns 3 and 4. Ooh, Vandentop had a great run on the top side there. He maintains 5th over Tiernan, but Tiernan's still looking good on that bottom side, looking to get past Vandentop for that 5th and final top 5 position. He's got it down the back straightaway. Vandentop drops to the bottom to try to contend. No, he pushes real bad through the middle. We're going to close in through 3 and 4. try to grab 6th on Vandertop so far. 31 laps to go, 9 laps complete. We have been clean and green. No caution slowing us down just yet. Looking to the inside of Vandertop. No, nothing doing. Going to maintain the 7th position at the moment. Looking to the inside once more through 3 and 4. Vandertop's going to get a great run. Oh, not a great run, a decent run off the top. He's going to hold on to the position for now. And we're going to go through turns 1 and 2 and grab that position, slide up in front of him, cut off that big run he might have had on that top side, put us into the 6th position from 13th. So we are plus 7. Oh, big contact with Tiernan and Crimmins down the front straightaway. They've been fighting tooth and nail pretty much this entire race. Crimmins now in the 5th position, put Tiernan into 4th. We are 1 spot out of a top 5 right now. Car's running real well. We've got about 7/10 of a second, now about 1 second. Back to Carson Vandertop running in the 7th position, so no real pressure there. We're trying to hunt down Riley Crimmins right now, who's running in the 5th position. We are running 6th. That was our best lap of the race right there, as you heard announcement Johnny Gibson, 19.043. That was our fastest lap ever. So we are running some good laps as leader Heath Brewster is now into the back of the field. We're going to be approaching those lap cars here pretty soon as we're trying to reel in Riley Crimmins. No cautions have slowed racing action to this point as we're going to have 14 laps complete at the line. Really just settled in here now. Got about a second and a half back to Vandertop. So literally no pressure from behind at the moment. Crimmins has dropped down to the bottom of the track to try to get by the slower cars at the back of the field. Back of the field, those cars have gone to the top side, so good on them. Jackson, the first car to go a lap down. He's in the 25th position. I'm going to try to grab a little bit of a draft run. I don't know if drafting exists in this game, but we're going to grab that, get by him quickly, dispose of that track position. Missed my entry a little bit there, but I'm going to try to compensate for it coming out on the exit. Yes, sir. We're going to get by that other slower car at the back of the field. Again, trying to hunt down Riley Crimmins, who is in that 5th position at the moment. See Bobby Young right there running in the 23rd position, and then I'm not sure who's in that other green car up there. We'll probably see Reynolds, so that's Devin Reynolds in the 22nd position. Tiny bit of contact with Bobby Young there, so we're going to go into turn number 1, get by Reynolds. Now no cars in between us and Crimmins. The best thing I could have right now is one of those slower cars took Crimmins' line away, but we slid up there through 3 and 4, lost a little bit of time. 22 to go, approaching the halfway mark here pretty soon. 2.5 seconds back to Carson Vandertop in 7th. Don't have to worry about that. We're just going to look out the front of the window. Don't worry about the mirror. Don't worry about anything there. Now, normally we wouldn't have a mirror in the car, but if you look inside the car, there is a mirror inside the car. So I don't feel bad using the mirror because there is a mirror inside the car here. So that is the only reason I haven't turned on, in case anybody was wondering at all. But Crimmins has started to pull away from us a little bit, and we are halfway home. 20 laps down, 20 laps to go. Heath Brewster is about a half a lap ahead of us right now. He's running amazing. I did go through all of our needed upgrades throughout the rest of this series for the cars that are currently available to me, and yowza, there's a lot of money that's going to be needed. I also moved around some stuff in the schedule. So after we're done with the street stock, we'll move on to the 305 sprint car. Once the 305 sprint car is done, we'll go to the UMP mod, and then the big block mod, and then at some point within there, we will unlock the Pro Late model and the 360 sprint car. Whichever one of those has a cheaper upgrade path, cheaper overall upgrade path, is the first one we will do between the Pro Late model and the 360 sprint car. But those two will be the final ones in the regional series. Now, the hope is that it only takes us one season in all of these regional series to get a championship. Right now, we are 5th in the street stock standings with 11 races to go after this one. Oh, Crimmins has jumped to the top. Maybe we can start closing in now. He or she, I don't know. Riley's a unisex name. So about a second and a half ahead of us. We gained a little bit through that set of corners. Yeah. I'm hoping we can close out this regional championship in our first go. It's going to be tough, for sure. It's going to be tough, but hoping we can do it through here throughout these last few races that we have. Really don't want to run another 27 races, but if we do that, you guys will just see the last one. Kind of like what we did with the local stuff, but trying to get these good finishes so we can get this car upgraded as quickly as possible. Now, I could go run a different car that has more money and stuff like that, but I don't want to do that. I want to start at the bottom and work our way up at every level. So we are closing in about a second and a half now on Crimmins. We're going to get by this other slower car. Oh, no, we're not. That is Patrick Barnes. We were fighting with him in the heat race. He's in the 16th position. He's a lap down. We're in a bunch of contact in front of us. Don't know if y'all saw that, but either those lap car, yeah, they have to be lap cars. But so Crimmins is the car directly on the very bottom. So you see the tag above Jackson's car. Crimmins is the car on the bottom directly in front of us. 1.5 seconds ahead of us. Crimmins is looking to the inside of Jesse right now, going into turn number 1. And I really need Crimmins to go back to the top. That's where we were closing in. We are closing in right now, too. So slowly but surely. Just running some really consistent laps here. That's really all we need to do. Can't really do anything else about it, to be honest. 19.040. That was a good lap. That was our best lap ever. He didn't say anything. Aw, come on, man. Give me credit. All right, and oh, wow. So one thing I just noticed is Riley Crimmins is right on the back bumper of Brandon Jurens, who's in the 4th position. So Crimmins has caught the 4th running Jurens, and if we could catch both of them, there's a possibility we could jump 2 spots here. At the very minimum, I at least want to jump 1 spot. Now, we are 5.5 seconds ahead of Kylie Rollins in the 7th position. I'm not worried about losing any spots. I really just have to make sure I don't screw up at all. We are in the final 10 laps of this race, so really just trying to close in any chance I get. If Crimmins could jump to the top to get around Jurens, that would be fantastic. There's now a lap car in between them. 7 laps to go now as we're going to try to close in on those two. I don't want to push too hard because I can definitely overdrive the car. Jurens pulls a little bit on Crimmins there. You see that's those 2 cars directly in front of us on the bottom, not including Young up there on the top side. 6 to go. Oh boy, this we've maintained about that 1.4 second distance though for the last few laps. Ooh, Jurens jumps to the top. Crimmins going to be able to make a move here. We'll see. It's like a slider. No, they're not cleared. Jurens maintains the spot for now. 5 to go. Crimmins slides up through 1 and 2. There's a slower car there on the top side. We'll see if we're able to make any hay here to close in on those two. But Crimmins does look like they... Oh, wow. Look at that crossover by Jurens. A little fake out there. These two, the best thing they could do is start getting racy with each other. So I can start closing in. Wow, Crimmins now tries to crossover. Nothing doing there. We're going to start inching our way closer. It's inching. But we're running out of time, running out of laps. Jurens has the track position now as they're going to put Crimmins in a pick there with those slower cars. 3 to go. I don't think we're going to be able to close in on them at all. We've only gained about 2 to 3 tenths since they've started, jockeying back and forth. Those 2 lap cars have really what allowed us to gain the positions or time we did, but we're just going to run out of time. But Crimmins kind of making a last-ditch effort here as we're coming to the white flag, looking to the inside of Jurens. Now, if they could get together and take each other out, that would be fantastic. But the white flag is out here. 1 to go at Sugarbush. They're both on the top now, of course. Why couldn't they have done that 5 laps ago? But here we go. Going to go down the back straightaway, give Billy Green a little bit of a nudge in the booty. Come out of turn number 4. It is a 6th place finish. Started 13th. So, +7 on the field. That's good. We're moving forward. We're moving in the right direction. We just got to have a better early night. Earlier in the night. So Heath Brewster grabs the win. Tanner Vandentop in second. Adam Tiernan in third. And then Brandon Jurens, Riley Crimmins in fifth. And we are coming home in the sixth position. All right, final results from Sugarbush Motor Speedway. Finished in the sixth position in the A main. Point standings, we're still in the fifth position. So Brewster, Vandentop, Tanner Vandentop, Tiernan, Jurens, Crimmins. So Brandon Jurens, Tiernan, Mikey Thompson was the only one that we gained points on. We are now over 100 points behind Heath Brewster for the lead. We're going to have Brewster have some bad luck here in these next few races. 64, 99, 40, 90, 35, 14, and 149 total, giving us $14,252 in money from Sugarbush. Looking at what we need for an upgrade perspective from a financial perspective, we need a lot of money. So yeah, it's gonna be a while before we can upgrade something, so we're kind of stuck with what we got. All right, we're done at Sugarbush, finished in the sixth position. Check out the sponsor goal, add some much needed money, add some fans, and let's see what the wear is on the car. No repairs needed on the car, so definitely happy with that one. Now, as far as an upgrade perspective, the next logical one would be the level 4 engine, as that is only $182,081 in total. Madison Lake, the next track up next for us. No repairs needed, like I said. 310 Mile track in Tennessee. It is another indoor track. 40 laps, $11,000 to win. Let's not waste any time and head to the track. All right, so we're back here in the pit area. After qualifying, we were able to get both sponsor bonuses in both qualifying and practice, so definitely a good sign there. One thing I am going to do, come in here, drop this back down there, and then for stagger, add a half-inch there. So starting third, oh my gosh, excuse me, starting third in heat race number 2. Let's see how we do.
And here we go with Heat 2. The top 2 advance to the qualified dash. Good luck, everybody.
All right, top 5 to the A main, top 2 to the qualified dash. Got our points leader right in front of us. Here we go, see if we can make any progress on him. Green flag is out, and we are racing at one of the tracks I absolutely hate. I do not like this track. I do not like it at all. Jesse Wright's trying to look to the outside of us through corners 1 and 2, not able to make anything happen. We're going to dive it into turns 3 and 4. Slide up, coming out of 4. Grab the wall down the front straightaway. Nothing able to happen there. Mikey Thompson in the second position. We did qualify 10th, so we've got a top 10 starting spot if we can hold on to third, and it looks like we're not really going to be able to close in on Thompson too much unless he stays on that top side there, but he's able to get that big pull off the top side down the straightaway. Brewster not really pulling away too much either. That's the wall again, so let's look at what we can do here. 14.544. We ran our best lap ever. So that should show you exactly how tough this competition level is. Jesse Wright is ripping that lip up there, trying to make something happen as they close in on us going into turn 1 and 2. We'll be halfway home next time by. I just can't seem to get the car stable. Like it's kind of okay for a few laps, and all of a sudden it'll be kind of wobbly down the straightaways the next lap, and I just can't find a balance there. What's going on? So I don't know if there's something I can potentially do there. I mean, I don't really want to go too far with any weights or percentages there, but yeah, Wright not really able to make anything happen on the top side as they migrated back down to the bottom. He pushed real bad there for us. Oh God, that's the wall. I wasn't paying attention. Drove it into the wall. Back straight away. Wright's going to close in a little bit. Not really able to make anything happen though, as we've got 2 to go. Alright, we just got to put together 2 solid laps here, get through this heat race, see what we can do for the A main. As of right now, we're starting in the 10th position in the A main. Last lap now. Oh, pushed real bad there. Getting the binders hard. See what I mean? Though, like it's car just kind of gets wobbly. Like I'll get on the gas and it'll pull to the right, it'll pull to the left. There's just no like no in between there. So finish in the third position. We're gonna start 10th in the A main, which is just a good starting spot for us. Sure. I think I'm gonna drop the gear ratio one notch too. Brewster grabs win, Mikey Thompson second. They're gonna go through to the qualified dash. And then myself, Jesse Wright, Tommy Richardson to the A main. Everybody else to the B. All right, back in the pit area here. We're gonna come over here and I'm gonna drop that to a 480. Hopefully that eliminates some wheel spin, which is what I think is going on. But we'll see what we can do there. Stagger, I'm gonna leave alone. Leave everything else alone. So starting in the 10th position, we just got to maintain the 10th position, but we want to go forward as much as possible. A main is up next. Let's go. All right, short, sweet, and to the point with opening ceremonies. We're done getting ready to go racing here. Madison Lake Motorsports Park. Oh boy. Here we go. Blake Schneekloth starting 6th. He ran 6th in the dash. And then we've got Heath Brewster, who's starting 3rd. Oh, he finished 3rd in the qualified dash. And Brandon Jerns finished 5th in the dash. He's starting 5th. We finished 2nd or 3rd in Heat 2. So we're rolling off from the 10th position. All of our main competitors for the points are in front of us. So let's go have a good run here. Get to the inside of Kylie Rollins immediately. So we've run into turns 1 and 2. Car pushed really bad, but I think we were pushing her at the same time. Come on. Thing is just all over the place. Try to settle in here and make something of this crap car at Madison Lake. We're going to look to the inside of, I don't even know who that was. One of the Vanden Tops. There's like 90 of them. So try to look to the inside of Vanden Top here through 3 and 4. No, nothing doing there. Rooster is not leading, surprisingly. He's still in the 3rd position. We're going to bounce it off the wall once and more. I just don't know what else I could have done. Quite honestly. I'm going to try to get by Vanden Top here. We'll slide up coming out of turn 2. Try to cut off his run there. We're going to move up to the 9th position now. As we are 4 laps down in this 40-lap event. 1/10 of the race is complete. Schneekloth makes a move on Rollins. We're going to try to make a move on Rollins at the same time. See, that's exactly what I mean. Like, you're going down the straightaway, and there's Vanden Top, Carson Vanden Top. You're going down the straightaway. You've got the wheel turned to the right because of, you're exiting the corner, and then it hooks, and then there's like no middle ground with when it hooks and when it, just goes straight into the wall. So you've got to be very, very gentle on the controls, and it's difficult. It's difficult for sure, but we're going to try to look to the outside of Schneekloth down the straightaway and then drop. Come on, man. That was a pretty crap move there. I'm going to let Rollins get by us, apparently, because that crap move Schneekloth pulled, but we're going to get back by Rollins. Try to get by Schneekloth here. We are faster than Schneekloth. We're running in the 8th position right now. I might have to door in here. Just let him know we're here. But it's almost like if you get too far down at a certain part of the track, you just start spinning the tires. And if you can stay up, you're fine. But it's not consistent with any of that. So it's just very confusing. It's very frustrating. But this is, man, I want to gain some more spots, but I don't really know what to do. So we got Mikey Thompson is running in that 6th position. Blake Schneekloth right in front of us in 7th. We need to get by both of them just for points perspectives. And, I hate points racing, but it's what we've got to do to get to the national level. So Schneekloth drops back to the bottom. I don't think he's very strong on the bottom, so this is where we need to capitalize as much as possible. We've pulled away from Vanden Top a little bit by about a second, but Vanden Top, God bless it. Just terrible, terrible, terrible. Rollins got by Vanden Top behind us. I'm trying to enter the corner just a little higher so I can exit lower, get a better run. And now we've got visible arrow damage. Oh my gosh. Look at that run. We got, oh boy. That was, we are red on the door on the right side. So that's going to slow us down. I just don't know how else to avoid it. Quite honestly. Be a better driver would be the first answer there. But it's like you can see, like, gosh. We need to get by Schneekloth. There we go. We're by Schneekloth. Free, well, I was going to say free and clear. He slides us. We're going to cross him over. It just pulls to the right at a random point down the straightaway. And I'm trying to get as close to the wall as I can to limit the damage that's given because of that. But there's just nothing. I can't, like right there. I don't know what to do. It's so frustrating. All right, let's try to settle back in here. Got Tommy Richardson in front of us. Chuck Diaz. We're 2 laps away from halfway, and we are running in the 7th position. We're gonna go, like, look at that. Like you counter steer to get by, to get out of the corner, right? And then the car just hooks and turns you straight into the wall. Like, I don't really know how to fix that. Vandentop got by us. We got into Vandentop a little bit there, but I'm trying to, and there's Kylie Rollins. So I've got 2 cars now fighting me for position, and I've got to try to run defense now. We're going to go a lap down. There's just no way around it. As leader, I think that's Adam Tiernan, is about a straightaway behind us, if not less. And we're running in 7th. We're going to go a lap down. So that, again, tells you how heavy the competition level is here. We're going to have a lot of repairs needed after this race for sure. And we've still got 17 laps to go. 18 laps to go. Cheese and race. So, really big thing here is we need to put some distance between ourselves and Vandentop and Rollins to 2 cars behind us. Make it difficult for them to get by us. Now, I'm going to make this car about 8 lanes wide to do everything we can to keep them behind us. But the big thing is going to be when the leader gets to us, which he is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts in that regard. What do we do there? Do we let him go? Do we hold him up? You know, what do we do? So, I obviously don't want to get lapped, but it's kind of just the nature of the beast right now. It is what it is. 15 to go at the line here. Oh my gosh, that car got into me, made me push. Going into the corner. Carson Vandentop's going to look to the inside. We're not going to have the preferred line on entry, and he's going to get by us. Pretty sure he's faster than us, so he's going to start pulling away. We're going to drop to 8th. I hate it. Hate this track. If I never come back here, it'll be too soon, but I know we're going to have to with all of the other cars, like literally all of the other cars. I just don't like it. I don't like it. And the leader is right behind us, by the way. We had a good run on Vandentop there. I could really use a caution. We haven't seen many cautions as of late. See what we... Oh, Jesus. So, I could be an absolute dick here. Just do the same thing to you, man. Like, I understand you're faster, but if you show me the door, I'll give you the spot. But I'm going to race. If you're going to door me like that, trying to put me a lap down, then heck yeah, I'm going to do the same thing, trying to get my lap back. And I did. So what does that tell you? I will race you how you race me. 10 to go. We are still on the lead lap, surprisingly. Doored Tiernan to get my lap back, because that's what he did to put me a lap down. And I don't know if that ruined his race. If it did, it did. Yeah. Respect goes both ways. Kylie Rollins is right on our butt. And I am not running the best. Oh, I think somebody spun. The leader. All right, so we cannot finish any worse than 9th because the 10th place car is a lap down. It's a caution I needed, but I don't know if we're really going to be able to make anything happen, honestly. It's restarting 8th, like I said, so here we go. Green flag is back out, drop to the bottom. And we're going to just drive it straight into the wall, apparently. And Rollins is going to get by us. And we're going to spin her out because she can't really lose any spots. Oh my gosh. Forget you guys saw that. That didn't happen. So, alright. Back in the 8th position. We're restarting here.
And here they come for the start of the race.
Green flag is out. Let's try to not drive it straight into the wall like we did last time. Get a good entry here into turns 1 and 2. Car is very damaged right now, so it's pushing like a dump truck. Really use a few more spots here, though. Oh, Mikey Thompson. Sorry about that, buddy. But like I said, it just turns dead right in the middle of the straightaway because, you know, I get that, yeah, that's the direction I have the wheel turned, but, like, it shouldn't just hook all of a sudden. And we're going to have a terrible entry here. Rollins is going to slide us, right? Oh, no. Like, there's just no freaking grip. And we're going to get back, push back to 9th. I've just kind of relegated myself to a 9th place finish now. Like, there's no point in trying because it's like you can't be going down the straightaway with the wheel turned to the right and then all of a sudden the car just hooks and goes. Like, I've never encountered that in the real world. But checkered flag, 9th place, +1. So we did gain at least one spot. And I'm so frustrated. Like, I try to get a good finish and this is what happens. And yeah. Y'all get it. 9th place here at Madison Lake. We're going to lose some points because everybody that finished in front of me is in front of me in the point standings pretty much. So we're now a lot of points behind Heath Brewster. We got to start racking off wins, and I don't think it's going to happen. So 61, 98, 40, 90, 34, 24, 298. Total of 1410. Let's head back to the race shop and get this over with. All right, Madison Lake, 9th place. Yeah, I should be happy with that because it's another top 10, but it's just not what I want. Like, I need to start finishing better. I've got some stuff we got to repair on the car too. So, man, we've got 10 races left in this regional season. We did get our sponsor goal completed perfectly. What's up? What's the next one with the sponsor goal? Well, what's the next race first and foremost? So, Charlotte. So you guys won't see that because we already raced at Charlotte this year, but I can't run top 5s right now, so we're going to go back to the top 10s. Charlotte's up next. The next 2 races you guys will see will be not Grant Park either, and will be Kokomo and Kenyon County, if I'm not mistaken, because every other track we've run at has you guys have seen already. So Sugarbush and Madison Lake are complete here. We are still 5th in the point standings. What is that? 2278, 2154, 6474, 124 points behind. We got our work cut out for us if we're gonna make this championship happen. But that's gonna do it for us here today. Episode 42, World of Outlaws Dirt Racing. I am the OG Geo Greg Osmond. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.